For years, I believed that financial freedom was all about earning more clients, more overtime, more projects. But no one ever talked to me about the other side of the equation, spending less but doing it intelligently. If the word frugalism makes you uncomfortable, I get it. The first image that comes to mind is someone stingy, counting coins and denying themselves any joy. But real frugalism is nothing like that. It's a powerful tool, a philosophy that lets you take full control of your money and your time. Today, I want to show you how frugalism can set you free, not make you cheap. You hear the word frugal, you might picture someone who never eats out, wears the same clothes for years, or lives in constant deprivation. But being frugal isn't about living with less just for the sake of it. It's about living with strategy. It's not about saying no to everything, but about saying yes only to what truly adds value to your life. The difference between a miser and a frugal person is all in the mindset. The miser saves out of fear, cutting just to cut. The frugal person saves with vision, optimizing to build a better future. One of the first lessons I learned practicing frugalism was this: every dollar you spend should give you a return. And I'm not just talking about financial investments, I mean real value for your life. Before buying anything, always ask yourself, how much value will the expense bring for every dollar I'm about to spend? Sometimes paying for a good book gives you years of knowledge, or investing in a course opens doors you never imagined. But spending $100 on a dinner you won't remember a week later, does that really make sense? Frugalism teaches you to see every purchase as an investment in your life. Years I thought having more things would make me feel secure, more clothes, more gadgets, more furniture. But every object you buy also takes up space in your mind. Everything you own needs to be cared for, cleaned, organized, repaired, or replaced. All of that drains mental energy you could use to build your financial freedom. Frugalism taught me that less is more. You don't need 10 pairs of shoes if you only wear 3. Every time you eliminate excess, you feel lighter, more focused, and free. One of the most powerful skills I developed through frugalism was learning to say no. At first, it wasn't easy. Saying no to going out with friends, no to impulse buys, no to expenses everyone else thought were normal. But every time I said no to something that didn't add value, I was really saying yes to my future freedom. Society pushes us to say yes to everything, to accept invitations we don't want, to spend on things we don't need. Frugalism gives you the power to choose intentionally. Frugalism isn't about cutting out all the pleasures in your life. It's about redirecting your money toward what truly brings you happiness and growth. For me, I never hesitate to invest in my education, enriching experiences, or improving my health. I'd rather spend on a meaningful trip than on brand name clothes that only bring momentary satisfaction. The key is to identify what really matters to you, even if it seems crazy to others. Every expense should bring you closer to a fuller, freer life aligned with your values. There was a time when I thought saving meant buying the cheapest option. I'd pick the lowest price product without thinking about quality or long-term cost. But soon I'd have to replace it, or worse, spend double for not choosing wisely from the start. Frugalism taught me a golden rule: buy fewer things but buy better. One good pair of shoes that lasts years is better than 5 cheap pairs that break in months. Quality always pays off in the long run, saving you money, time, and frustration. For a long time, I spent money just to fit in, going out to places I didn't care about, buying clothes I didn't need, getting gadgets just because others had them. The worst part, I didn't even realize I was falling into the social spending trap. We want to belong and feel successful, but at what cost? Every time you spend to impress others, you're mortgaging your future freedom. Frugalism opened my eyes to the truth. Real success isn't about showing off, it's about building something meaningful for yourself. Monthly bills are like a slow leak that can drain your wallet without you noticing. Cell phone, internet, insurance, subscriptions. I used to just pay whatever was asked without looking for options or negotiating. But optimizing these fixed expenses can make a huge difference in your financial freedom. Now I review every bill critically, compare plans, look for promotions, and cut services I don't use. Every dollar saved on recurring payments is another dollar to invest in your future. Eating out or ordering food delivery has become almost essential for many, but it's one of the biggest budget killers. I fell into that trap myself: quick dinners, frequent orders, and I didn't even really enjoy the food. Frugalism taught me to take back control here too. Cooking at home isn't just cheaper, it connects you with your health and discipline. Every meal you make at home is a dollar saved and an investment in your well-being. Plus, cooking can be a time to unwind and plan your day. Saving doesn't have to be boring or a heavy burden. One of the best strategies that helped me stay consistent was turning saving into a game. I set clear goals, rewarded myself for small achievements, and celebrated every time I cut an unnecessary expense. Frugalism isn't about deprivation, it's about purposeful discipline. The best way to keep that discipline is to make it fun. Use apps to track your progress, create personal challenges, or involve friends and family for motivation. Saving is just the first step. What truly transforms your life is investing that money wisely. Frugalism isn't just about holding on to cash, it's about making your money work for you. Every dollar you save should go toward assets that bring you closer to financial freedom: investments, businesses, education. Keeping money idle in a checking account is a missed opportunity. Investing doesn't mean risky bets, but using simple, consistent strategies that grow over time. Subscriptions can be like small leaks in your finances: streaming services, apps, memberships you no longer use but keep paying for. I used to have several of these invisible subscriptions, draining my money every month until I did a full inventory. Eliminating those that didn't add value felt like finding extra cash in my pocket. The rule is simple: if you don't use a service more than once a month, ask yourself if it's worth keeping. Don't be afraid to cancel and redirect those resources to your freedom. A world that pushes us to buy new and disposable, frugalism taught me to value what I already have. Before rushing out to buy something new, I ask, can I repair this? Fixing things not only saves money, it also reduces waste and makes you more conscious of your consumption habits. Whether it's fixing an appliance, mending clothes, or maintaining your car, these small actions add up and strengthen your financial independence. After walking this path, I want you to understand something fundamental. Frugalism is not about sacrifice. It's not about unbearable restrictions or giving up everything you enjoy. Frugalism is a conscious, powerful way to live where every decision brings you closer to financial and personal freedom. It's an act of self-love and respect for your goals and dreams. In the end, being frugal means having control over your money, your time, and your life. The difference between living in scarcity and living with strategy is huge. Scarcity makes you feel deprived, always worried about not having enough. Strategy, on the other hand, empowers you to make choices that align with your values and goals. Frugalism isn't about denying yourself, but about being intentional with every decision. When you shift your mindset from scarcity to strategy, you start to see opportunities instead of limitation. Impulse spending is one of the biggest obstacles to financial freedom. It's easy to buy things on a whim, only to regret it later. Purposeful spending means pausing before every purchase and asking yourself if it truly adds value to your life. Frugalism helps you break the cycle of impulse buying and replace it with thoughtful, intentional choices that support your long-term goals. Every item you own takes up not just physical space but mental space too. Decluttering isn't just about having a tidy home, it's about freeing up your mind to focus on what truly matters. When you let go of excess, you gain clarity, focus, and a sense of peace. Frugalism encourages you to keep only what serves a purpose or brings you joy, making room for more meaningful experiences. One of the most rewarding shifts in frugal living is choosing experiences over material possessions. Memories from a great trip or a special moment with loved ones last far longer than the thrill of a new gadget or trendy outfit. Investing in experiences enriches your life and brings lasting happiness, while accumulating things often leads to clutter and regret. Every purchase comes with hidden costs, maintenance, storage, repairs, and even the mental load of keeping track of your things. Before buying anything, consider the true cost of ownership. Sometimes what seems like a bargain ends up costing more in the long run. Frugalism teaches you to look beyond the price tag and think about the long-term impact of your spending decisions. It's easy to get caught up in what others expect, spending to fit in, to impress, or to keep up. But true financial freedom comes from aligning your spending with your own goals, not society's expectations. Frugalism empowers you to resist social pressure and stay focused on what truly matters to you. The people who matter most will value you for who you are, not what you own. Make it a habit to review your bills every month. Look for ways to optimize, compare plans, negotiate rates, and eliminate services you no longer use. Small, consistent adjustments can add up to significant savings over time. With discipline and strategy, those invisible expenses become allies on your path to freedom. Cooking at home isn't just about saving money, it's also about taking control of your health and building discipline. Each meal you prepare is a step toward both financial and personal well-being. Plus, the act of cooking can be a relaxing, mindful break in your day. Reducing takeout to special occasions is a powerful habit that pays off in many ways. Every time you cut an unnecessary expense or reach a savings goal, celebrate it. Recognizing your progress keeps you motivated and makes the journey enjoyable. Frugalism isn't about restriction, it's about celebrating the freedom and opportunities you're creating for yourself. Once you've built the habit of saving, the next step is to invest. Put your money into assets that grow over time: stocks, businesses, education. Investing doesn't have to be complicated or risky. Simple, consistent strategies can build wealth and give you the freedom to live life on your terms. Make it a routine to audit your subscriptions regularly. List every service you pay for and ask yourself if it's truly adding value. Cancel anything you don't use or need. This simple habit can free up money for things that matter more and prevent small leaks from draining your finances. Learning to repair things yourself is a powerful way to save money and build independence. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, mending clothes, or maintaining your car, these skills not only save cash but also reduce waste. Each repair is a small investment in your freedom and resilience. Being frugal isn't about living in austerity, it's about respecting your resources. Use what you have wisely, take care of your belongings, and avoid waste. This mindset not only saves money but also helps you appreciate what you already have, leading to greater satisfaction and less desire for unnecessary purchases. At the end of the day, the greatest luxury you can achieve is freedom over your money, your time, and your choices. Frugalism isn't about sacrificing happiness, it's about gaining control and living with purpose. Every step you take toward a more intentional, strategic life brings you closer to the freedom you deserve. Applying these 15 rules isn't about following a list of prohibitions, it's about choosing a path to a better, more purposeful life with less stress. This is your chance to transform your relationship with money and build the life you truly deserve. Remember, frugalism is not about deprivation but about empowerment and intentional living. Take the first step today and see how your life can change for the better.